The following podcast contains mature subject matter, adult themes, and may also contain profanity. You have been warned.
Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome back to The Absurd, a podcast about things absurd, news and views and mysteries and histories, sometimes freaky. We try to be funny, and sometimes foolish.
I like foolish.
Sometimes we're foolish. That was Mel.
It is Mel.
Hi, Mel.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
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 It's kind of a grayish white day out, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't snow, I
Nope.
don't think.
It snowed in Elmira, but
Did
what
it?
else is new?
I don't know. I think there's supposed to be a big whack of snow on Wednesday.
Yes. A big old whack of it.
That's what they call it in climatology school.
Do they?
Whack.
A whack of it?
Whack of snow.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't think there's much new that I need to report. Oh, you know what we did?
What did?
We started a TikTok page.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Or is it called a page?
Yeah.
Channel?
Profile
I don't know.
thing?
I don't know. We have some people who
Page?
liked it already, though, who liked our little videos.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Cool.
I don't remember what it's called.
It
So-
could be the name and then the, like the tag as well. Like
Right,
just the
right.
way it's laid out.
Oh, yeah, so
Anyways.
it's called The Absurd.
It's the absurd.
And so far, we just have some of our early soundbitey stuff up. And our video of us at Piper's Arms.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be more. Don't kid
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
You don't get away that easy. I don't think... Oh, our merchandise came in.
Yes.
So we'll start distributing that this week to the lovely people who purchased.
Mm-hmm.
And this week, tomorrow, I should think, I'm going to put up the promo, or not the promos, but the information and pictures of the stuff. And now we have toques.
Yes, we do.
Mel came in today sporting a fashionable, the absurd toque.
Yes.
Looked good. I wouldn't mind one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Your head's, it's probably about the same size as my head.
Probably.
No, it's not. But I hate small, tight hats.
Do you?
I hate them.
Well, you can try this one. See
Maybe
if
I
it
will.
works for your.
Maybe I will. Yeah, so I think that's kind of about it for... Well, do we have any catch-up to do? You were at a hockey tournament
I was at a hockey tournament.
in Mississauga.
Yes.
You mentioned going to Brampton, which for those of you not in the know is another city kind of right beside Mississauga, which is right beside Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know Brampton is now bigger than Mississauga?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Jeez.
So, Mississauga is... So, the biggest city on the Great Lakes is Toronto.
Right.
Then Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Then Mississauga. Mississauga's bigger than Detroit. But now Brampton's bigger than Mississauga, but it's not on the lakes.
Right.
So,
Right. Right.
you
Yeah.
know how it goes.
Yeah.
Was the tournament fun?
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was very exhausting and fun, but
They
yeah.
always are. Did they win?
They made it to the semifinals.
Oh, well done.
But then they lost
Badly?
to Milton.
Yeah.
I shake my fist.
Milton's okay. Milton's okay. They got Rattlesnake Point.
Yes, they
Isn't
do.
that what it's called?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
But no, it was good. It was fun. The boys did awesome, and
They had fun.
yeah.
Hey, when you go to hockey tournaments, do they still bring little sticks and play hockey in the hallway?
Yes.
Sweet.
You're not really allowed to
No
do that
shit.
anymore.
I'm sure you're not.
But a lot of hotels are accommodating with that because they understand.
Well,
right?
and
So
they book teams on floors,
yes.
right? So it's not like
Yes.
a couple people from the team and then mom and dad who are on their 30th anniversary just next door
No.
being super annoyed by all the hockey kids.
Yeah, because they play Manhunt. That's like their game now.
I have no idea
It's obnoxious for people who are staying there. I'm sure it is, but
Can you
that's
give us a
the way it
Coles
is.
Notes version of
It's
Manhunt?
basically tag.
Oh, why don't they
Yeah.
just call it tag then?
They call it manhunt.
I don't like
It
it.
sounds more fun.
No, it doesn't. What if there's girls playing?
Because then if you find somebody, then they're part of your team.
Yeah,
And now you got to go find the rest of the people. And anyways.
It's like Ghost. We used to play Ghost as kids, and
Yeah.
it's the same idea.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. But they had like a room where they could play mini sticks and stuff. But
Mini sticks.
my son doesn't enjoy playing it so much.
Really?
Because he finds everyone too rough.
Well, it is like that.
So he's like, I'm good.
I have 3 stories today.
Do you now?
You have 2, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Mel.
Hey, Rod.
Do you believe in ghosts?
No.
Really, eh?
No.
Interesting. Do you believe in ghost towns?
No.
Really? So you think you don't believe in towns that nobody lives in them anymore, but there are still buildings?
Well,
That's
yes,
what a
believe
ghost town is.
that.
And I can prove to you they exist. How about ghost ships?
No.
Okay. Well,
I find it fascinating, but go ahead.
I will. So mystery surrounds 13 decomposing bodies found on a boat adrift off the coast of the Caribbean islands of St. Kitts and Nevis. The shocking discovery was found on a partially submerged vessel on January 29th of this year at around 11:30 local time. The captainless fishing boat was towed to shore and an investigation has opened to get to the bottom of the boat's puzzling origins. It's part of an alarming trend of corpse-filled boats showing up in the area. Think you'd be freaked out if you found a boat full of decomposing bodies?
Well, yeah.
Would you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be like, whatever.
Yeah, who's up for spaghetti? On the latest find, officials have said determining the exact amount of bodies is a difficult task because of the advanced state of decomposition, so names and ages of the deceased have not been given. Police Commissioner James Sutton told the Associated Press it was a fishing vessel, which is not typically found in the Caribbean. I did not know that. Maybe there's not many fish in the Caribbean.
I guess not.
Maybe.
I
I
didn't
don't
know
know.
that either.
We are not certain, but we believe that this vessel originated off the West African coast. This is the first such discovery in recent memory in the Twin Island nation. Sutton also highlighted the urgent need for more attentive policies on immigration and said, "We must act to prevent this from occurring and protect lives." This discovery is the latest in an alarming trend of ships filled with multiple bodies found across a tropical archipelago and comes after another 5 bodies were found in a skiff, which is a small rowing boat, off the coast of Trinidad and Tobago on Saturday. Officials from the 2 countries said they do not believe that the recent bodies found off the coast of Trinidad and Tobago and St. Kitts and Nevis are linked. Local experts are looking for potential correlation between the 2 vessels and theorize if they could have belonged to the same tragic migration expedition from Africa. However, this is speculation. Trinidadian Coast Guards have noted the recently discovered vessel found on Saturday has a striking resemblance with a vessel found in 2021 containing the remains of 15 people. On the 2021 vessel, the Trinidadian Navy said, based on the documentation found on the deceased bodies, the individuals appear to have originated from Senegal and Mauritania, which is in West Africa. So if that's the case, then that means those boats drifted across the Atlantic and into the Caribbean, or Caribbean, if you prefer. It's kind of creepy.
It is creepy.
You know, like, it's got to be pretty crappy if you decide, you know what, I'm going to get on a boat and hopefully get taken across the Atlantic somewhere awesome. Things got to be pretty shitty at home.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Sorry.
That's okay.
More coughing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Cuba to Florida is bad enough, but we're talking like 60 miles.
Yeah.
Not that I can swim that shit or anything.
Yeah.
But when we're talking like thousands of kilometers,
Yeah,
I
no,
know,
thank you.
man.
No, thank you.
I
That
mean-
sounds horrible.
Totally.
me.
How much water do you need?
Yeah.
Like fresh water, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Not into it.
Nope.
So yeah, and I remember actually listening to a podcast called Unexplained Mysteries. They're done airing, so I can promote them now. That was similar things were turning up on the shore of Japan, fishing boats from North Korea that were barely had engines at all, let alone working,
Yeah.
full of decomposing and hacked up bodies.
What?
Yeah, dude. So it's a thing. Now you're from Newfoundland originally.
Yes.
Where you were in Newfoundland, was there anybody doing any fishing?
Yeah.
Did they ever find boats with decomposing bodies?
Not that I know of.
Really?
I'll have to look it up and see.
Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah.
Talk to your mama and your daddy.
Yeah. They're like, hey, Dad.
Yeah. Ever find any decomposing bodies in a dory?
And a skiff.
Yeah. Skiff to the loo, no, it's terrible.
No, not quite the same.
No, it's not the same thing. So yeah, that's ghost boats in the Caribbean.
Wow.
Good times for
Remind
sure.
me never to get on a boat out there.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, hey Mel,
Right.
don't ever get on a boat in
Oh,
the
okay.
Caribbean.
Good.
Okay. Well,
Good
I'm
tip.
off the hook now. I tipped you off.
Yeah. Good tip.
You got something?
Yeah.
What do you got?
We're going to talk about some twins.
Twin what? Sugar twin?
Sugar twins?
Yeah, like the sweetener.
Oh.
Nice one. Nice snort.
It took me a second.
Yeah, it's okay.
Anyway.
That's
No,
okay.
not that. Not that.
All right, let's hear it. I'm all ears, yo.
Two identical twin brothers discovered they had lived nearly identical lives despite being separated at birth and not knowing each other until the age of 39.
Oh, wow.
Jim Lewis and Jim Springer.
Whoa. They're both named Jim.
Uh-huh.
Weird. Okay.
Oh, just wait.
I'm waiting.
They were born in 1940 to a 15-year-old mother, but they were separated and put up for adoption a few weeks later.
Do we know why they were separated?
That was just how adoption worked at the time. Now, they won't do that.
Yeah. No,
Adoption agencies won't separate
twins.
like that. No.
Right. That's good.
They were adopted by two separate families and took the surnames of their adoptive parents. For a first name, both families called their new sons James, or Jim for short.
Pretty common in that year.
Yes. The twins grew up living a mere 40 miles from each other in Minnesota. Jim Lewis was aware he had been separated from a twin brother, but Jim Springer's mother told him his twin had died at birth. The Jims first met in 1979 when they were 39 years old. What?
The Jims.
The Jims.
I like that. Good name for a band, actually.
Yeah, the Jims.
Okay, sorry. They met when?
In 1979 when they were 39 years old, after one of them decided to pursue finding the other through the court systems. Their unique story caught the attention of researchers at the University of Minnesota who were studying genetic influence on humans by analyzing twins who had been reared apart. So, their similarities were, it's kind of crazy.
Right.
Or, dare I say,
Absurd?
absurd.
Ooh.
As kids, both Jims were good at math and woodworking, but struggled with spelling.
Okay.
Both initially went into similar careers, one as a security guard and one as a deputy sheriff. Such similarities could be explained by the men sharing the same DNA, but there are far more specific parallels that are simply unexplainable. They both had a beloved childhood dog named Toy.
Wow.
And they had a brother named Larry. They both married women named Linda, got divorced, and got remarried to women named Betty.
No way.
But there's more.
Okay.
Both men had identical smoking and drinking habits. Both were habitual nail biters, and both started getting a distinct kind of tension headache at the age of 18. They both drove a Chevrolet and vacationed at the same beach in Florida, despite living in Ohio. They even both named their sons the same name, with just one letter difference. They both called them James Allen, with one of them using 2 L's instead of 1.
Okay.
The twins were participants in a study conducted by Dr. Thomas Bouchard of the university. They were asked to complete tests on personality, medical history, and brainwaves. Their scores were remarkably similar for all of their tests. When asked to draw a picture, they drew the exact same thing, with Dr. Bouchard saying he was left flabbergasted by the twins' results. Having identical twins raised separately was an ideal case study, considering the ever-popular nature versus nurture question. But the bizarre similarities between the two Jims even baffled the experts. Personality traits, shared interests, and the like can be chalked up to genetics to some degree. But marrying women with the same name not once but twice, where's the genetic explanation for that?
Coincidence.
Total coincidence.
Awesome coincidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even having the dog with the same name, a brother with the same name,
Yeah.
and married the same way. Like, it's crazy.
Because Toy, that isn't really a common name for dogs.
No.
Like any time,
No.
like, to my knowledge.
No.
Like if they just said, I don't know, Goldie, or I don't know.
Lassie. Or
Yeah. Buck.
what?
Buck.
Buck.
I don't know, I
Yeah.
just made that up.
Yeah.
But you know what? And I've made this comment before. I hate the nature versus nurture. It's both, man.
Mm-hmm.
They both impact us. Like,
Yep.
you know, when they say genetic, I don't know. Like, I guess there has to be, you know, something like the tension headaches. Certainly
Sure.
genetic,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Nail biting? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Like, I'm no geneticist. I don't know jack about such matters.
Right.
Except to know that most of the words that they use I can barely pronounce.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, genetics dictates a lot, but
Absolutely.
not all behavior.
No.
You know, you could have two siblings who, you know, share the large amount of genetic similarity, and have two completely different children
Yes.
as far as behavior is concerned or personality.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. That's weird. Twins are different, obviously.
Yes. Yep.
That's interesting.
Very much so.
Are they still alive? Do you know? Because they'd be 85.
It's a good question, actually.
Don't call me Ashley.
Pretty sure I didn't.
Oh,
but
okay.
anyway.
That sounded like you did. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
It
pretty
doesn't
cool.
say anything about them being deceased or anything, but
Yeah, the study of twins is really interesting. Because remember, we had that
is.
one early on about the Russian girl where they were conjoined twins.
yes, yep.
And the one was super sweet and the other one was a psychopath. Like, how does that not suck?
Uh-huh.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
it's
coincidences with this one is that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, the studies of twins are interesting, and some of them have been diabolical, like the Nazi Joseph Mengele, who did some experimenting on twins. I'm not getting into it. Certainly not now, but yeah, horrific. But something like this just happened. It fell into the researcher's lap, right? So they're like, okay, cool, we can watch this.
Yep.
Without having to do it to twins, like to separate them. That's not cool. That would be considered unethical, I believe.
Yes.
Hey,
Hey.
do you have any particular thoughts on cannabis?
In regards of good or bad?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I like to dabble once in a while.
Okay. And you would acknowledge that, like, I'm of the mind that, something like marijuana can't make you do something that you would normally not do. It's
No.
not a
No, it doesn't have that
powerful
effect
drug.
on me. No.
Right. You don't hallucinate on marijuana.
No.
You don't, I don't think people experience psychoses, maybe after protracted use and heavy use.
Yeah.
But we're going to go down to Salt Lake City, Utah.
Okay.
Home of the Osmond family. Do you know who the Osmonds are?
Like Donnie and Marie Osmond?
Exactly like them. So that was an age test, eh? Well done, yeah. I'm a little bit country. Okay, so we are at Salt Lake City, where a man was arrested for manslaughter after allegedly smoking marijuana with a friend and shooting him after the friend said he could, quote, dodge a bullet.
Oh.
By the way, this happened just this February 2nd.
Okay.
So like a week and a bit ago. Ashton Jonathan Mann, there we go again with 3 names, was arrested just after 4. Who arrests somebody at 4 a.m.?
4 a.m.
Sucks. On a Sunday.
Wow.
On February
On a
2nd.
Sunday.
Well, you got to be sleeping, no? Maybe that's why. He was arrested on 1 count of second-degree felony manslaughter and 1 third-degree felony charge related to firearms. According to an affidavit of probable cause filed in Salt Lake County, officials with Unified Police, I don't like the sound of that name, responded to a home in Kearns, Utah, after receiving reports that a man was shot in the chest. Don't aim for the leg or anything.
No.
Officials found the victim unresponsive on the floor and took him to a local hospital where he later died. In an interview with detectives, after he was read his Miranda rights, Mann reportedly told officials he and his friend had smoked marijuana around 8 p.m. and were talking about guns in the kitchen. Mann and his friend later went into the detached garage to continue their conversation. They were reportedly handling 2 different handguns when the victim said he can dodge a bullet, documents said. Mann told officials he and his friend unloaded each gun before he pointed a firearm at the victim and pulled the trigger, with his friend trying to jump out of the way to prove he could move before the trigger was pulled.
Oh, no.
Mann told officials they repeated that about 6 times. Mann said the final time the gun fired, striking the victim in the chest, arrest documents said. Mann said the victim asked him to call 911 because he had been shot.
Gosh.
Couldn't have thought of that one on your own. What do you want me to do? I don't know. You got any pizza? Mann reportedly rendered aid to his friend until first responders arrived at the scene. After obtaining a search warrant for the residence, officials found 2 handguns as well as ammunition and magazines. Officials also found, quote-unquote, drug paraphernalia consistent with marijuana use. God, Americans are weird. Man was taken into custody on the aforementioned charges. All right.
So they said they did cannabis at 8,
At 8 p.m.
but they got arrested at 4?
He got arrested at 4 a.m. So I don't think I said, or it said, what time. What time this happened, or he called the hospital or anything. Called 911. No. I mean, but isn't there a degree of ownership on the guy who got shot?
There should be. Yes.
Like, I'm not saying this. They're both idiots.
Yes.
And this guy didn't deserve to die.
No.
But it's hard for me to have a lot of empathy.
No.
You know.
Like, hey, look what I can do.
And here's
That's
an
a
idea.
great idea.
Take the magazine out of the weapon. Don't just check to make sure it's unloaded. How about taking it right out?
Yeah.
And then clearing it like 3 or 4 times. You know, like
Yes.
yeah. Make sure there's nothing in
What was
there.
that sound again? Okay, just checking.
That was I'll tune you in. But yeah, man, like, oh yeah, you really think you can dodge a bullet? We'll see how tough you are.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
And the marijuana is irrelevant.
It is irrelevant.
It's 100% irrelevant.
Yeah.
Because if marijuana is what pushed you over the edge, you were hanging on by a fingernail in the first place, right? Like,
Yeah.
this is Darwinism, pure and simple,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
sorry, but you know, I don't think he deserves to spend the rest of his life in prison or anything.
Well, no.
You know, but how about? Oh, we can't do that. I was going to say never owning a handgun again, but we can't do that.
No.
That would be horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Horrible. Terrible.
By the way, that was sarcasm in case you didn't pick up on that. Yeah. What do you got? You got us another story?
Yeah, I got another one.
I'm really hungry. God.
Are you?
Yes, I already said I am. Okay, so what do you got?
You don't have any nuggets out on the
No.
on your deck?
No,
on your
they're in
deck,
my
on
freezer
your
now.
balcony?
No. I'm kind of losing interest in those. They're not nuggets either. They're chicken strips.
Oh.
Way better. But I had some last night. I'm like, yeah, these aren't really doing it for me.
No?
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Put some wing sauce on it.
Well, I do that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's... No. Time to change things up.
Okay.
All right. What do you got?
What do I got? All right. A Pakistani man was mauled by a lion, leaving him severely injured after he entered its cage, reportedly to shoot a TikTok video.
Oh, it's good thinking. That's good thinking. By the way, just for the record, we are not ever doing anything like that for our TikTok.
No, I
I've been
am
in a
not.
cage with a puppy or something.
Oh, he'll get in a cage, all right.
I kind of want to know what that means, but we'll talk about that afterwards. All right, we're off to Pakistan for
right.
lion mauling.
The man, identified as Muhammad Azim, was attempting to film the video with the lion at a breeding farm in the nation's Punjab province. Why? Okay. Why would you own a lion and just have a lion, like, on your farm?
Yeah, but I think
There's
this
no
is...
restrictions there.
Are they trying to, like, repopulate the species? Or I didn't even know there were lions in Pakistan.
Yeah, well, apparently it is a breeding farm, but
That's
there
what
are
I mean.
there are no rules behind that. You can have any sort of animal, and
Really?
yeah,
Huh. But you couldn't, like, let's say, breed a lion with, like, an emu.
you could try.
That'd be freaky.
I don't think the emu's gonna live though.
That'd
Just
be-
a guess.
What a terrifying beast that would be. Hey? Yikes. Yeah. Tina, eat your food.
Tina.
You know what I'm talking
Yes,
about?
I do.
Oh, that was a llama.
Yeah.
Never mind. Forget it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I knew where you were going.
Okay, thanks. Okay, sorry. I sidetracked us again. I'm hungry. That's why I sidetracked us.
So you want to eat some emu?
Maybe emu burgers.
Maybe.
They are a thing.
Are they?
Mhm.
Here?
I don't have any, if that's what you mean.
I don't mean in your freezer.
Oh. They used to be. People grew them in ostriches.
Ostriches is this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
The incident happened as Mr. Azim, reported to be in his late 20s, entered the cage without the permission of the farm owner and attempted to approach the lion, phone in hand, report said. However, the lion charged, as lions do,
Yeah.
causing him severe injuries to his face, shoulders, and arm.
Oh,
He's lucky that's all that
I
happened.
would say, yeah.
The farm owner swiftly rescued him and rushed him to a nearby hospital where he was receiving treatment.
Cool.
The incident has prompted the Punjab, am I saying that
Yeah,
right?
you are.
Punjab.
100%.
Wildlife Department to order action against the farm owner. Yeah,
Maybe he's not allowed to have a lion.
maybe not.
Maybe that's what this is all about.
The Director General of Wildlife says it has initiated legal proceedings against the farm owner and directed the cancellation of the farm's license.
Mm.
Keeping wild cats as pets is not uncommon in Pakistan. Yes.
No, go ahead, sir.
Where wealthy businessmen have been known to operate private zoos and sometimes parade the animals for the public. Could you imagine seeing someone walking down the street with their lion as a show?
No.
Did you have a thought? Oh, okay.
No, I'm imagining
Okay.
that. I'm imagining owning one.
Okay.
God, I could do good work with that.
Yeah, couldn't you?
Oh, yeah, do you? I know where I'm going first thing. So do you.
Yes.
Actually, two places. Anyway.
It comes a week after the Punjab government made amendments to the Wildlife Act in God.
You suck.
It comes a week after the Punjab government made amendments to the Wildlife Act 1974. So they haven't changed it since then
Yeah.
to regulate the ownership and management of wild animals, such as lions and tigers. The
Right.
amendments includes a ban on keeping such animals in urban areas and prohibiting shooting TikTok or other videos with the wild animals.
I think
Shocker!
those are brilliant ideas.
Violators of wildlife protection laws will face fines of up to $2,600 Canadian.
Which will be a ton of money in Pakistan.
Yes, it
Although the average
absolutely would.
person, I'm betting, doesn't own a lion in Pakistan.
Yeah.
Only rich dicks.
Yes. Senior Punjab government minister Mariam, I'm not even going to try, said the law now covers 5 species of big cats: lions, cheetahs, tigers, pumas, and jaguars.
That's interesting how you said that.
What?
Puma.
Puma?
Yeah. No, nothing. No
Or is
criticism.
it puma?
I think that's how most North Americans say it.
Puma?
Yeah.
I always say puma.
No, that's cool. It's cool, dude.
Okay.
You be you.
There had been no legislation for the past 70 years regarding the keeping of these animals, leading to their presence in homes. A strict ban has been imposed on displaying these animals on TikTok or other social media platforms. Minimum standards have been established for keeping them, and they must be housed outside city limits. Owners will be given time to relocate these animals. Failure to comply will result in legal action.
Well, yeah, like I don't. Zoos. What are your thoughts on zoos? Are you pro zoo?
No, I don't know.
Like, there's some animals that do very well in captivity. There's some that do horrifically.
Yes.
The ones that don't do well should not be in captivity.
Yeah.
And I do think at a point, zoos served a great purpose.
Right.
Like, you know, before you could travel, before traveling was so readily available to the average person, something like a hippo or an elephant. And let's even go before that. Let's go before, real photography or film.
Yeah.
So it almost became not just educational to have zoos, but it made the animals real.
Yes.
You could go see them and go, hey, man, these animals are beautiful.
Yeah.
So you might be a little bit, hence conservation did better in ways. And also, of course, conservation zoos have been a part of conservation.
Yeah.
Trying to protect endangered animals. But like owning this stuff, man, give me a break.
Yeah, I got a problem with that.
It's even
that's
like
a little weird.
Like owning like big snakes. Like I don't. Fine, you find them fascinating. I don't have any objection to that. But they're wild animals, man. You know, let them do their thing where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And for TikTok, I mean, seriously,
God,
dude.
I know.
Like, I'm not against any platform, but there's some real, pardon my language, shitheads on TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, doing stuff just for points and stuff that to hurt people and annoy people. I don't know if you remember seeing it. I think it was TikTok where the guy at the food court in the mall got shot. Guy was like a young guy, late teens, early 20s, was intimidating this guy who didn't know, an older guy. Just kept on top of him, wouldn't leave him alone. The guy's like, go away, go away. And the guy wouldn't. Guy pulled out a gun and shot him right in the abdomen. And he got charged. The guy who shot him didn't get charged as much as he could because the guy was, he made him feel uncomfortable. He made him afraid. You're invading space, man.
Absolutely.
That is assault.
Yeah.
But then the guy who got shot, unapologetic, said, yeah, I'll be out. And his mom's like, no, he'll be out there doing his media again because people really support him. I'm like, you're a piece of shit, mother. Yeah. Please have your uterus removed. Well, I mean, seriously, like, if my kid was doing that, because I guarantee you that wasn't his first incident.
Oh, God, no.
Right? I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, your phone, bye.
Yep.
You're not doing this crap.
No way.
Like,
there's no way.
Holy entitlement, dude.
Yeah.
So the guy lived, right? The guy with the lion, he's hanging in there.
Yeah, he did live. And he'll probably still do more stupid stuff.
Well, hopefully he does something easier, like, I don't know. What's a good easy animal you could do? Like squirrels.
Squirrels.
Do they have squirrels and yeah, mice.
Mice. Yeah. Yeah. What?
I just realizing I saw a picture today. It was actually a video. I was at the No Frills grocery store in Barrie. For those of you who don't know, it's a city, north of Toronto by about an hour or so.
Yeah.
And it was in their seafood section, like, you know, their counter, like a butcher shop, but for seafood.
I don't want to know.
In the counter, right in the display, was a rat eating part of the salmon that was in there.
Disgusting. That is so gross.
Yeah, that's why I don't like salmon.
Yeah, right.
So that's it for Pakistan and lions.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
You know what? Because I love our listeners, you know, so much. I'm going to do a third story today. That'll be a total of 5 stories. Count them, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You guys are lucky today, or unlucky, depending on how you feel about it.
This one happens in Ohio. Another one. One of your stories happened in Ohio.
Yes.
That's where the twins were born.
Yes.
And last week I did the one about the boneless wings that can have bones in them. Do you remember my joke about Ohio?
Remind us.
What's round at both ends and high in the middle? Ohio. Yeah, you love it. Like you didn't tell everybody at work that
Oh, I
joke
sure
the
did.
next day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I love this. And you listen for a key word in this, okay?
Okay.
Please, and I want you to pretend it's the word of the day. Remember Pee-wee's Big
Oh my God.
Playhouse?
Yes, I told you I just showed my son that show.
Yes. When you hear the word of the day, and you'll know what it is, you know what to do. Okay. So, this is in Cincinnati. Ohio lawmakers are preparing to introduce the, quote, Contraception Begins at Erection Act,
Dear.
which would make it illegal for men to have sex without trying to create a child. Yeah, never mind. So, two Ohio representatives, Anita Somani and Tristan Rader, posted a video to Blue Sky detailing their plan regarding the bill, which was first introduced in Mississippi by Senator Bradford Blackman. It's kind of a cool name. Fair is fair, right? Somani said in the video. If this legislature is so dedicated to regulating women's bodies and their access to contraceptives and abortion care, then let's start policing men in the same way. After all, it does take two to tango, right? In my experience.
Mm-hmm.
Our bill would make it illegal to discharge semen or genetic material without the intent to fertilize an embryo, she continued. If you find the language in this bill to be absurd...
That's the word.
Yes, dude. Then maybe you should find any bill attempting to restrict reproductive freedoms absurd as well, Rader chimed in. Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
The bill is expected to make clear exceptions for contraceptives, masturbation, and LGBTQIA people. The penalties for illegally discharging genetic material would be... God, that's romantic,
Genetic
isn't
material.
it? Oh, hey, baby, did you genetic material yet? Yeah. That's some sweet talk right there. So, for first offense, $1,000 fine. Second offense, $5,000. For each subsequent offense, $10,000.
Wow.
That's a money shot, yo. Eh?
Money shot.
God, I'm horny, but what's my bank account? No. Can I put it on credit card? Yeah, so, I mean, obviously, this is tongue-in-cheek. Right? There's no way that you could possibly enforce such a law.
Right.
And they obviously don't mean it to be so. But they're right.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
why is it all on women?
Yep. It's very true.
Like, sorry, dudes, I'm a dude. I'm talking to you right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's between me. Mel, she's listening to something else. She's doing something. If we want to put our boy in there, and we all do, we're responsible for it.
Mm-hmm.
So is she. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. We don't have any more responsibility than she does, but we don't have any less either.
Right.
Own up to it. You think you're being a man? Being a man is owning up to that kind of shit.
Yeah.
It isn't being tough or driving what kind of F-150 you got. It isn't. Being tough is being responsible.
Yeah.
Being a man. Being an adult, which is what we're talking about,
Yeah.
is being responsible.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can't prepare, if you can't cope with the possibility of getting her pregnant, and that's cool, you don't have to, then you don't have sex with her. Or you make damn sure you've got contraception.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah. Well
Because
said.
if you get them pregnant and you book, you're an asshole.
Yep.
You can get run over on the highway for all I care.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
You're scum. Literal.
Yep.
But anyways, I thought I saw this bill. I saw it on Reddit, of course, because that's where I get most of my information, even though I'm not allowed to comment or post anymore.
And why is that, Rod?
None of your business. Those documents are sealed. I I just thought this is awesome.
Yeah.
It is absurd. They
Yeah.
even say the word absurd.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yep.
So yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So we had 5 stories today.
We did.
Only one of them was even vaguely related to the penis. Which is
Look
good.
at us growing up.
I know we are. We're evolving. We're maturing.
Yeah.
And
Or poo.
yeah.
That's the other one we tend to throw in there too.
Well, they're so ubiquitous, right? Like we all do it. I just sound like a toilet paper commercial. Yeah.
You sound like a toilet paper.
Well, we
commercial.
all go. Why
Yeah,
not
go.
enjoy the go or
Why
whatever
not
the hell
enjoy
it
the
is?
go?
Oh, I certainly do. Anyway, hey Mel,
Yeah.
do you have something you'd like to say to our pal?
Sure.
Okay.
After I cough again.
Again.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
guys should go check out our website,
Mm.
theabsurdpodcast.ca.
Mm.
And you know what you can find there because we tell you every week. So you should do it.
Yeah.
But go check it out. You'll find our links to, Spotify, Apple, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all
Deezer.
the things. Deezer.
Yeah, and our socials, Facebook and Instagram, of course. And now, I'm going to have to put TikTok on our little picture thingies.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, my God. That's going to take some design.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. Please give us a listen.
Yeah.
Well, obviously you are. You wouldn't have heard me say that. But please give us a review and share with people.
Yes, please.
We didn't set out to, we didn't have any delusions about having millions of fans ever, let alone before the first year is even up.
Mm-hmm.
We do this because we like doing it.
Yep.
Agreed?
Agreed.
We get a chance to get together. We have some laughs. And hopefully you guys find that enjoyable too. And hopefully, we really hope you enjoy this. 100%.
Yep.
We're doing it for ourselves.
Yep.
But we want you to come along for the ride.
Yep.
Really.
Absolutely.
And, and a shout out again to our faithful follower, Scott Mitchell.
Yes.
I just want to say that.
Yeah.
Did you see? Anyway, no, later. Actually, what he commented on our picture of
Oh, yes. I know where you're going with this.
the camping thing.
Yes.
That was hilarious. Anyway, thanks again, everyone, for listening, and take care of yourselves and one another.
Bye.
Goodbye.
The Absurd Podcast is written, produced, and recorded by Rod and Mel. Music by Audionautics.com.